Hey, it's Joel, JARC02, and I'm going through my garage and my storage trying to rearrange some things, straighten up things as I collect and I start filling up boxes to store my collection. I have to continually just rearrange things. This here is a storage case that was given to me as a gift, and I actually use it for what it's intended for. Case is in good condition, just a little dirty. It's got wheels, pull handle, you know, like one of those suitcases on the garage. I'm sorry, suitcases on wheels that you see people use in the airport. Just real quick, this is one, I looked in it first, because sometimes when I open up the case, the cars on the one side fall out. This was in there, and I now have a separate case to store my Getty and Gulf collectibles. So that's a Getty car I got someplace. So I'm going to store that here with my Getty and Shell Gulf collectibles. That's what all this stuff is. Okay, so take a look at that another time. This case here is way heavy just because it's filled with cars I used to display in my house. Rather than take all this stuff out, I'm just going to show one at a time. And just to get through the video real quick, I'll try not to comment. A lot of these are McDonald's, well, not a lot, but some of them are McDonald's cars. I don't think there's a lot of beaters in here, to be honest with you. I think that some of them I opened up just to display. So starting up here, this is probably a McDonald's Mules car. At least it's labeled a Hot Wheels, copyright 1998. Another McDonald's car, Bill Elliott. I think this was an inexpensive model that comes on the blister card shaped like a #1. I think that's what this is from. Plastic wheels. I think this is Steve Park. Can't read that, maybe not. Same deal. It's labeled a Hot Wheels. I can see the symbol on there. Down there by my my thumbnail. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. There it goes. This here is Racing Champions. So I picked this up probably as a promotional piece. I probably bought something and this came with it. Ferrari. This is a blister pack pull. I think this is F40 with the Ultra Hots metal on metal. This was a first edition, I think in 1997 or 98. Old Aurora GT3. This thing was so odd when I got it. I got several variations of this. They came in different colors. The cards were different. They either said GT3, GT-3, GT, plus the different colors, variations there. This was a first edition, I think in 1998. Chevrolet Impala, it's a 65. This was a first edition. I think it was a 98 first edition. Of course, I opened this up because I liked it, so I got several variations of this 57 Chevy. I think I already have one open with my 57 Chevy collection. It was a blister pack pull. And Jaguar race car. I forget what they call this. I'm not up on the European cars. Twin Mill 2. Yeah, I believe that's the Twin Mill 2. Another inexpensive variant of the Hot Wheels Racing. There's the logo, plastic on plastic. Again, I think this showed up in stores on the #1 card. Same thing with this, Hot Wheels Racing, Kyle Petty. Another McDonald's car, and this is probably a Happy Meal toy. Probably doesn't have any interior, that's why it's got the really dark windows. Chaparral 2. Kind of like this. I like these laced wheels too. This has got a little bit of weight. Another variation of the Hot Wheels Racing. And just looking at it like that, you can see there's a difference. There's a color difference. There's tempo difference in the rear. Valvoline Mark Martin. Inexpensive car. This was a Happy Meal car. You can only get this in a Happy Meal. So I don't know what they're calling this. This was not a regular production, you know, never offered in a blister pack. Squeeze this and the engine moves up and down. Here's an old one, Getty Racing. And you know what? I'm going to put that with my cars for the gasoline. Here's another McDonald's only car. Mostly plastic. I think this is just the only metals right here on the base. Not a really good looking car. Turboa. This is from the Crackle Car series. It probably came in a 2-pack. Ferrari F250, or the Ferrari 250, I think this is. Yellow. I think there was also a red version. I think I got that in a 5-pack. RCA. NASCAR, the inexpensive one. Interstate Batteries. This is a Reef Champions car, but it's a Bobby Labonte's car. He was one of my favorite racers when he was racing. Him and Terry Labonte, his brother. I forget what they call this. Ignore the sticker with the 209. I put that on there because that's what I was trying to do something in the past to keep track of my collection. I don't think the name is on here. Solaire CX4, I think this is. Another Ferrari. .360 Modena. This is an interesting piece. This actually might be a McDonald's car. but I don't know what year it came out. I think this is pretty sure it's McDonald's car. I forget where I got this from. I know I didn't get it from McDonald's. This is another McDonald's car. As far as McDonald's cars go, when I got this, they weren't doing, cars that you could get in the blister packs. They were doing other stuff. Monte Carlo. I don't know if this is a Monte Carlo concept or not. Yeah, it's this Monte Carlo concept car. This is an interesting piece, and this was a McDonald's Happy Meal car. Kind of like this one, even. It's kind of, neat looking. Forget how I acquired this. Wheels are a little bit, messy on this. Doesn't roll smoothly. Flat out 442. Forget how I acquired this. With the Hot Ones wheels. Still got the suspension on there. And this was not my original car as a kid. I had the black version. Another McDonald's car. This piece goes up and down, but I don't remember what it's going to try and do. This is a McDonald's car. It almost looks like a cartoon Batman car. This here, whoops. Not a Hot Wheels. I got this with something as a promotional. This is a color changer, so it's a plastic body. It will change color still, I believe. They came in 2 packs when I got that, so I have some more in here. This is a crack-up car. This was not an original car, so I don't know how I acquired some of this stuff. Unless I bought it online, and I don't remember. God, I forget what they call this one. I think it came in a 5-pack, that's why it's in here. I opened up the 5-pack. I'm not a fan of that car. Large charge, I think this is what this is. Supposed to be an electric car. Several versions of this have been out over the years. I actually did see a real car like this in California on Pacific Coast Highway when I was out there in 1998. I don't think it was that color, but I did see a real car. This is a McDonald's piece. Ferrari. I'm sorry, Porsche. Porsche. It's not from 1974, but the casting is from 1974. It's from the early 2000s, late 90s. Here another color changer. T-Bird. Plastic body, metal base. Datsun 200 SX. Geez, I didn't even know I had this. With the Hot Ones wheels. It's in good shape. This is a Ford Escort Rally, I believe, in police livery. Policia. I guess it's Italian or Spanish. 100 grand car, which is a Jaguar. I know this is a Jaguar. XK8, I think that's what it is. All right. Here's an alternate version of that gun car I showed you. I forget what they're calling this. This is from 1995 or 96, this casting. This is a Hot Wheels. Forgot how I acquired it, but it's missing the bucket on the end here. And it still raises and lowers. This is a color changer too, the Baja Bug. So it's light because it's a plastic body. I think it's a color changer. I got a couple Jeeps. I forget the name of this. Semi-fast, I think it is. Yeah. That's not a first edition piece, that's an mainline. Here's a color changer Jeep. Good humor van. Take my finger out so you can see the guy in there. And I have another one. And you can see there is a casting difference in the back. One has a bigger window, one has a smaller window. And I also colors for what they're displaying for sale on the van are different. Plus the good humor colors up here on the top are red, the stripes, and they're blue on the bottom. So there's some differences right there. This might have been my car as a kid. Duesenberg. Doozy. It's like a Duesenberg. Another van. I'm sorry. Another Jeep. Sorry. I forget where I got this from. I think it was a 5-pack. Another Army Jeep. And it's missing the window and it's missing the roll bar. So 18 van, but it's based on the Ford Baja Breaker, and it still has the opening plastic hood. One of my all-time favorite castings, the emergency squad vehicle. That was a 5-pack unit. I think that came with the rescue airship. School bus. Just a regular old school bus. It's another emergency vehicle. Wheels are way beat. They don't even turn on this. All right. Oh, shoot. I think this was mine as a kid, this Baja Breaker. I don't know why this stuff is not in with my original red lines and stuff, because I was still playing with these up through the early Blackwall era. So I think that was mine. These last two on this side are tow trucks. They look like COE tow trucks, either a Ford, a Dodge, or maybe a Ford or a Dodge. I don't think a Chevy, but does look like a COE, cab over engine, tow truck, and these are McDonald's pieces. McDonald's Happy Meal toys. since this took so long and we're already at 20 minutes at this point, I'm going to do a part 1 and a part 2. So, again, thanks for looking. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it. And please, if you'd like to subscribe, upper left-hand corner at the end of the video. And please like and share if you could. Comments, questions, suggestions are welcome. Thank you. Take care.